Welcome, guys, to Mediastreams Batman Arkham Asylum. I am your host for the night, Mediocrity4. And, this game is, pretty good. It's a really solid first game. My main problems with this game are things that they addressed in later games, and, like, things that like Arkham City just added to the formula, and the Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight just kept. So compared to those three games, this game seems like very simplistic and really easy. Like I've been able to 100% complete this game, like get all the collectibles and everything. In about like 9 hours, not including the challenge modes, but the challenge modes are only like another maybe hour or two, depending on how good you are. So let's check in on the chat, make sure you all can hear me. I'm pretty sure I already checked audio levels. Just let me know if I need to turn down the game at all. Pappy the Harpy said a while ago, "This doesn't look like Ruby to me. What is this? This is the goddamn Batman." And Noah Wiley answered, "It's Batman." Josh Smith said, "Boy." Noah Wiley asked, "So has anyone heard of Angels of Death? And I mean the game, not the band." I have heard of neither, though it sounds really metal. Sounds like it would be like a hack and slash game, like in the vein of Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. Anyway, we're gonna get started here. I am actually going to start a new game. Turn on subtitles for all of you. Yes. We're gonna go hard because this game is actually quite easy. Like, this is the only way I can actually get a challenge in this game. And we jump right into it. I love Gotham City as a place. I think it's really its own character, especially in these games. Not so much Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins. Gotham City kind of lost a lot of its personality in Arkham Origins. But in this game and Arkham City, what little bit of it we really see just Gotham City as its own character. I don't know how it is on your end, but on my end, like, it is blasting in my headphones and I can't even hear myself talk. But
stand back, fool! I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
God, Mark Hamill as Joker. What a treasure. But like the whole theme of this game is that Batman really wants to save people. He really wants to help them, even the Joker. He wants to like rehabilitate them, and he needs to ask that he needs to do that to make himself feel accomplished. And he's doing the same thing for all of Gotham. But Gotham is also sick and just decayed and possibly beyond saving. And at this time, it's like quarantine to Arkham Asylum, to Arkham Island. But in Arkham City and then Arkham Knight, it like infects and spreads throughout all of Gotham City. It's like a disease, and Batman is the one lone white blood cell fighting against it.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here!
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
the hallway scene.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
He's,
so
waiting
these
for you down at
scenes
base
are
and
usually
handle.
really bad.
Got here just before you
Like,
did.
I really don't like Half-Life 2 or Skyrim's little, like,
Sharpie, you getting my good side?
hallway
But
sequence,
they're
this
all
hallway
good, aren't
introductory
they?
sequences. But I think this one does a better job because you're actually here for a large portion of the game. You go back and forth through these rooms so many times, and so this gives you like a really good controlled sense of level geometry, whereas Skyrim, Half-Life 2, Deus Ex Human Revolution is just all superfluous. Like this is your introductory hallway scene.
Hacienda.
There's a couple people saying hello.
Tunnel's full. Start the scan. Scan initializing.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Got a red light. Multiple prohibited items.
I want you to search
Metacooler said, I have to ask Mediocrity, do you think if Ruby was 2D hand-drawn,
Sneak in with your bat.
do you think it would be
Oh,
better
tell me,
animated?
tell me.
Looking at Nomad of Nowhere, I'd say no, it wouldn't. It would probably look a lot cleaner, though. Like, it's a lot harder to, like, have the same kind of wonky... Actually, it's a lot easier to have the wonky continuity issues in 2D. So no, I think it would actually look worse.
Speaking of time,
I think it could look better. I think a lot of those character designs would translate very well into 2D animation. Especially Ruby's outfit.
we've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, keep behind me. Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Sharp, Warden of Arkham Asylum.
I forgot the actor's name who plays Quincy Sharp, but he's in a bunch of things. I think it's is it Stephen Fry? He's also the Admiral in Clone Wars. That's I was just watching some Clone Wars earlier today, so it's kind of like fresh in my mind.
Catch you soon, boss.
Shut it and keep moving.
The state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. Well, patient seems to be
The
in
Arkham
satisfactory
games.
condition.
Only 10 voice actors, only like 5 voice actors to voice all the guards, doctors, and thugs.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here. He's good. Get the door open.
Alert in intensive treatment. Category 9 patient in transit. Pacification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Here's an introduction to something I don't like. I don't like Killer Croc in these games. I think he's just a big dumb monster, and I don't. I mean, granted, he was kind of always a big dumb monster in the comics too, but I mean, they at least made him,
Get ready.
you know, human-sized.
Keep your weapons trained on it.
Like, I think the animated series version of Killer Croc is the best. I'm turning it down for me a little bit because it's I can't even hear myself talk.
What's it doing?
I've got your
But I do like that they are at least setting up a narrative through line with Killer Croc. And giving you a hint at how you end up surviving him when you encounter him. Like it's a really well done introduction because that's such a powerful like introductory sequence that kind of like sticks in your mind,
Okay, move up.
so that like 8 or 9, so like actually more like 6 or 7 hours later when you actually encounter him in the sewers, you know, you're like, oh yeah, he's got the shock collar.
Hold tight.
How come they let Batman
Pappy the
pass
Harpy
away?
posted a meme.
Great night for a party.
Somebody once
Not
told
where
me,
you're going.
hands off my macaroni.
The night is
Milwaukee
young,
Pasta
Bats.
Bandit found
I still have a
it.
trick or two
He
up
was
my
picking
sleeve.
up the
I
gun
mean,
with his
don't you think it's a
finger
little
and his
funny
thumb,
how a fire at
raising up
Blackgate
pointed
caused
straight
hundreds of
at
my
his
crew to be moved
forehead.
here?
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Noe Wiley said, yeah, great
Frankie,
description of Batman. I
you
actually got a
really
lot of that
should
from
learn to keep
Geekvolution
that
and Captain
fat
Logan.
mouth
He
of
did,
yours shut.
he
You'll
does
get
Superhero
you into
Rewind, which is an
trouble.
excellent
Tell me something.
YouTube series.
You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying
Kieran
in
Porter
endless
said,
fear.
hello, is
All
it
their
bad to
meaningless
say
lives
I'm
brought to
tired
a
of Chibi and
horrifying
Camp Camp?
conclusion.
No,
All
I'm not
thanks
quite
to
sick of them.
you
I need to
and the
actually
Book
catch
of
up with them.
Matches.
Because they're not posted on
Is that
YouTube
the answer
anymore,
you
it's not
wanted?
like, you know, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind for me.
Contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence.
I freaking love this. Lights go out. What does Batman do?
Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
He goes right for the throat.
Is temporary.
It's actually my headcanon that was Harley Quinn sneaking out of her cell or wherever she was at.
Guest has arrived.
Do 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 do.
Lower floors are now at level red alpha.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew when you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Long night, Jim.
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been
Yep.
a hell of a night.
Jim Gordon.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there. Sorry,
And
Batman.
that's
Arkham steps
Arlene
home.
Sorkin
assure you,
as
if anyone's
Harley Quinn, I
qualified,
believe.
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll.
I know she
unsettle
was
the more
terror strong in
violent
Arkham
inmates.
City,
I think he's
but I'm
talking
pretty sure
about
she was
you,
only
Bats.
in Arkham
Don't be a
City
stranger.
as Harley Quinn,
You're
and it was
always
Arlene
welcome
Sorkin and all the
here.
other
Gotta
ones.
say, it's good to be back.
It might have been her in Arkham Origins as well. I'm
okay?
sure that in Arkham
He
Asylum and
surrendered
Arkham
almost
Knight it was
without a
Arlene
fight.
Sorkin.
I don't like it.
I
At
don't
least
like
he's
it.
back where
I
he
love
belongs.
Kevin Conroy's Batman. I wish I could imitate that.
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
The joke's on you.
I just realized they said
Come
that
on in.
the joke's on you instead of the joke's on you. Like,
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman.
Such
I
a
set
pun.
trap, and you sprang it
and you sprung it gloriously. I
Now
love that.
let's get this party started.
Alright, I'm gonna take care of these guys and then get back to readings.
I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. Up until a few seconds ago, I was gonna kill everyone in the room and then watch cartoons. But then, well, you know how I do love a captive audience. I'm just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2. Sorry, Bats. Gotta run. I got plenty to go. People to stay.
security gates.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden.
Alright, Pappy the Harpy said, the question is, do you think Morty would give enough of a fuck to make the 2D... oh. I think you mean Monty. I thought you were asking like a Rick and Morty question. Yeah, I think he would. I mean, as much as he cared about, anything. Kieran Porter said also, Clone Wars saved, and Tom Powers asked, did you see the new Clone Wars season trailer? Yes, I am not impressed. In fact, guys, this is an unpopular opinion. I really don't like Ahsoka. I don't like her, just her mere existence just is something I can never get behind, in Clone Wars, and I like her dynamic. I never bought her as Anakin's apprentice. I think just keep her exactly the way she is, make her Obi-Wan's new apprentice, and you solve, 80% of my issues with that series. And then they make her, Force Jesus in Rebels, and it just... I heard, Ahsoka apologists saying that, Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order is what, led to Anakin's downfall, and it's why he didn't trust them. Well, apparently not, because she's back again now, and Season 6 was a fine ending. It should have stayed there. It should have stopped there. Season 7 is just superfluous. It doesn't need to exist. Especially since we already had the canonical follow-up to Clone Wars, and it was Rebels. And, I haven't actually sat down and watched Rebels, but from what I've seen and heard, it wasn't very good. So, I'm not that excited for Clone Wars Season 7. We will be doing podcasts on all of Clone Wars. Dude, what the heck is rewatching it? I've been rewatching it. I took a month break after a couple bad episodes, really left a foul taste in my mouth. But I'm a quarter of a way through season 2 now. Pappy the Harpy said, can you read this? Somebody once told me I already did. Biting Chicken said, Chibi's usually hit or miss for me. Yeah, same. Noah Wiley said, well, he doesn't get a lot of screen time. I don't know who you're talking about there. Pappy the Harpy asked, do you watch Death Battle? If so, Afro or Jack? Yes, I watched Death Battle. I'm going with Samurai Jack. I just don't know as much about Afro Samurai. I've seen a few of the episodes. But Samurai Jack is an excellent series. Devin Holmes said, it's sad I hate Blake, but she's so good in cross-tag. She's top tier, but you have to listen to her cringy edgelord dialogue. I have more suffering to do. Does she really say that? Oh my... Does she really say that? Oh, wow. Man. Arc System. I don't know why I'm surprised. Arc System has always been terrible with dialogue and writing in general. The Survivor. Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime. Yep. Garrett Porter said, remember the stories and the songs, the things people can interpret differently? Maybe. Then Kieran Porter said, honestly, if RT... Hold on. I skipped one. Devin Holmes said, lol, that was so fast. Granted, the Joker never stays in jail long. Yeah, but he actually planned to get caught and thrown in there that night because he already had all this set in motion for this night. Honestly, if Kieran Porter said, honestly, if RT keeps going the way they're going, I can see them dying in 10 or so years. Maybe sooner. Yeah, maybe sooner. It wouldn't take a whole lot to sink Rooster Teeth, honestly. It would just take enough people getting tired of their crap. Pappy the Harpy said, my money on 5. Gideon West said, I think Ruby will die in at least 2 years. No, it will not. They will drag that corpse as long as they can. Just look at Red vs. Blue. There hasn't been a single, honest-to-God, good season of Red vs. Blue in 10 years. and they've been dragging its corpse through the mud with each subsequent season. The Survivor said new Clone Wars trailer. Yeah, I already commented on it. Kieran Porter said, I think Ahsoka blamed. I don't know what you're talking about. Pappy the Harpy said, as long as Rian Johnson is at the helm of everything he makes, will be god-awful. Yeah, he's just not a good director or writer. I think a lot of his stuff in Last Jedi was actually fine, but I don't think any of the good stuff should be attributed to him. Like Orson Welles said, a good director can only add stuff that doesn't happen automatically, and everything good about Last Jedi was stuff that happened automatically just because of the people doing those specific things, just because of the specific CGI artists, sound designers, John Williams, the actors, etc. Roberto Maldonado said, anyone see that new Broly trailer? No, and I don't care to, because I like Dragon Ball, but nothing makes me less excited for a Dragon Ball project than the word Broly. Peppy the Harpy said, not the new one, not yet. Kushala said, what's up, big sexy? The Survivor said, season 7? Well, I'm going to watch the trailer now. Kieran Porter said, I want the Boba Fett stuff they had planned for Clone Wars. Mediocrity 4 said, I was talking about Killer Croc. Okay, thank you. Kieran Porter said, Broly, but I want Cooler. Pappy the Harpy said, Cooler is in DBS Heroes. Ack. Kieran Porter said, yeah, that's why Heroes is better. Better is subjective, friend. The Survivor said, do you think Ruby creators would ever bring back someone they killed off? Roman Torchwick, hint, hint. But I highly doubt it. What do you think? Nothing. I wouldn't put it past them. Peppy the Harpy said, I'm disappointed that the Heroes episodes aren't like 15 minutes. Yeah, they're like 8 minutes. I only saw like half of one, and I was just like, this is kind of dumb. Kieran Porter said, if they do, then they kill literally all tension, dig it up, and stabbed it again. Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna get back to playing the game.
Let him know what's happened. I'll be back.
Don't make promises that can't be fast. I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you run...
Always with the hero speed. Ooh, I'm getting bored of watching you.
The meditation of the prescribed times each and every day.
Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B8. Warning. Security breach in level B1. Warning. Security
what happened?
In level B6.
Joker happened.
See,
You're
like,
lucky
look
to be
how
alive.
freaking dank
Door's
and
jammed. I'll
dark
try and get it
and
open.
grimy this medical facility is. Like, this is completely unsanitary.
Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
I work better alone, says the guy with, like, 10 sidekicks.
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
Oracle, can you hear
There's,
me?
like, rats running around and stuff.
Joker's escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see me.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me?
Devin Holmes said the Throne Siege fight in Last Jedi is overrated. Weapons disappear and Rey saves Kylo. Yeah, I saw that my second or third time watching, and like I've said on the podcast numerous times, if I don't notice it on the second or third viewing, or on the first 3 viewings, then I'm not going to count it as a flaw. But I noticed that on my second or third viewing, so yeah, that's a major flaw. It's like, come on, like, how hard would it be to just, you know, have good choreography?
Stop! These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them.
I see anyone coming close.
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to get close.
Detective vision. The thing that most people have cribbed from this game.
Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh?
Pappy the Harpy said, honestly, I'm starting to think my friend had bad taste in anime. He loves Ruby and Fairy Tail. Yeah, he probably just has bad taste if he likes Fairy Tail. Kieran Porter said, Heroes is just supposed to be fan service like the Broly film, but unlike the Broly film, it's not canon. Yeah. The Survivor said, the only reason now I even watch Ruby is a few season 1, I want to see how it ends. Yeah. Pappy the Harpy said, do we have a back credit card? We might. Noah Wiley said they probably have low budget. Yeah, maybe.
Batman, you picking this up?
Oracle, I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
He's in control of the security system.
That's not... It's being...
He's lying.
How do you know...
The room's locked down. I can't open the gate. I'm trapped in here.
Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Batman found a way out. He just ripped the bin off
Batman,
the wall.
I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them? Oh my god, it's Joker. He's free! How'd he break out?
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
The Survivor said, question for everybody, do you prefer guns or melee weapons or both? I think both could be fine. I prefer melee weapons in like shows and stuff because there's just a lot more dynamic things you can do with them from a story perspective, whereas a gun is just kind of like point and shoot a lot of times.
Damn it! They're trapped in there!
Warning, decontamination. Area sealed.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
Yeah, that was another thing that Arkham City added was the slide allowed you to like kick open vents without doing the button mashing.
This isn't a simple escape attempt. Joker's been planning this.
Over here! Please!
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
Batman's here!
Just hold on a little longer, Steve.
I can't! I'm gonna fall!
I'm going after the animal who did this.
Batman! The extraction system! Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room. He left me here. That son of a...
There's the extractor control point. A well-aimed batarang to power it up.
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels. Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Woo! Go Batman! You rock! Joker doesn't stand a chance. Officer North. Officer Green. Can you hear me? Bill? There?
What are you waiting for? So close, you can almost see me.
Harder than that!
The first of many boss fights like this.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one.
Ole! I really hate these boss fights. I think this might be the worst thing in this game. I'm just making things. I was just making things purposely difficult on myself with by not trying to not use batarangs.
Wasn't it? Well, note to self: need stronger test subjects.
Devin
Seeing as how I'm
Holmes said,
feeling
"God, I
generous,
want to see
I'll give
Ruby
you
get
this
some
one
new
for
abilities. It's
free.
like the Ichigo problem. He
Knock me
spams the
off,
same
I
attack
dare you.
over and
And
over
just
again.
pull
Gets to
the
go.
plug,
Oh my
stop
god,
me
why?
once and for all.
I just want her to use her scythe like it's an actual scythe, and actually like do some reaping with it. Gideon West said guns for long range, melee for close combat, obviously. Maybe the Harvey said the issue with historic melee weapons in media is that most of the time they are portrayed very inaccurately. Yeah, a little bit. Oops, I accidentally skipped.
Quick, get in here before more of them come. Batman, I'm over here! They came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here. Powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation.
Happy the Harpy said
Only
also
way in
the
is via
way.
the transport system.
Also, I've always
Open it.
thought that the way
Not a problem.
lightsabers are
I'll just need
designed
to
is
call
all
another
wrong.
cell.
The thing is, they're not designed like swords. They're actually more designed like batons, but because they can slice and melt
The main security loop is
in any direction.
Any little trouble up there?
Like that's the thing.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Pappy the Harpy said, is it normal cooler or meta cooler? Normal cooler. That's in Dragon Ball Heroes.
To keep a smile on my face.
Devin Holmes said,
Not for
unpopular
long.
opinion, I saw Cowboy Bebop. I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something. The characters don't interact much. Maybe it's just me. Cowboy Bebop is actually more in the same vein as like Batman the Animated Series. It's not like an anime. It's not like Full Metal Alchemist or Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because it's not like a continuous story. It's very episodic. It's very like you just gotta take each episode for what it is.
To it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Noel Wiley
Don't
said,
worry,
I
I'm
like
getting him back.
how when Batman saves a goon, he just knocks them out.
Oracle,
Yeah.
I'm getting him back.
Heavy Larby said,
Joker will
one,
not win. I
Broly,
won't let
just
him.
keep my head
I'm
down and
starting
not
where
say
he was
Goku.
taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
For those of you who weren't in my Skyrim stream a while ago, the way I have everything set up, it's actually really hard to play and like talk at the same time. I'm actually just using my index finger to hit the talk button while the rest of my fingers are busy like with the controller because I'm using a controller to play this.
I bet you're wondering how I did it. Was it a clue the great detective missed? How me and Frankie go?
Oh yeah, I think this room is just the penguin thing, Riddle, which you know you gotta wait until
So when I
Riddler
need security codes for
Riddler
an old
contacts
man
you to
who's
do
bumped
that.
around, I know just the man to ask.
This game is very Metroidvania, way more than the other games are.
See me? Yeah, he never saw it coming.
He's here!
Nope, I don't think I was supposed to go this way yet. That's another thing, like, I get that this is an open world game like Arkham City. Like, this is very Metroidvania, this is very, like, go here and do this, and then later on you can backtrack. Yeah, I was supposed to go through this door.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Exactly.
Bowles dropped his flask.
I love
Let's
the
see what
forensic stuff in
scan-
this
I can
game.
follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon. in the
Alright, I'm gonna
atmosphere.
catch up with the chat.
Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find.
This is the only one that actually has the different view modes with the Detective Vision. Like, in all the other games, Detective Vision is just Detective Vision. It just all looks the same. Whereas this one, like, depending on what you're tracking, it changes filters. I really like that little added detail. Gideon West said, have you guys read this fanfic of Ruby? Though, just to warn you guys, it's about Jean. I've read a few Ruby fanfics, and all of them are about Jean, or most of them anyway. Key Reporter said, no, I only read Pokemon fanfic. Noah Wiley said, interesting, I saw a CinemaSins parody that said the same thing about the Titan boss. Devin Holmes said that monster, it reminds me of the horrible Doomsday design in Batman v Superman. Yeah, a little bit. Vincent 810 said, why Ruby is the only one with an impractical weapon. Everyone else has swords or shields. You know, real weapons, not garden tools. It's an anime thing? Okay, so I'm gonna sound like such a goddamn nerd. the whole idea of a scythe as a weapon actually comes from medieval / feudal traditions. So medieval scythes were the big long ones with the big blades, and they were used for like cutting for like really slicing into grain. Now that got codified into ideas about the Grim Reaper, the personification of death, who Grim Reaper, Reaper Scythe, like that's the name of the like two-handed scythe that was called a Reaper Scythe. And then that got codified into action things when people decided to make like death villain or like an action antagonist, like in the Dante's Inferno game, or a lot of anime do this, and that's where it comes from in anime. Japanese scythes are actually sickles. They're one-handed. They're more like Emerald's weapon, or like a Kusarigama is what the ninjas use, and ninjas used a lot of farm tools in their exploits. Gideon West said, "Sorry, but I'll give you the name of the fanfic. It's called New King of Darkness. Never heard of it." The Survivor asked, "What is your favorite Batman villain?" I have always been partial to the Riddler. Obviously Joker's probably objectively the best, but I really love Riddler and I really love Scarecrow. Pappy the Harpy said, "I meant more the theory behind the designs, like if you could have a weapon with the same quality as a lightsaber while having the Force, it would design them to be more like trick weapons." Be a very different series then. Kira Porter said, "Clayface." I like Clayface. I like Clayface just fine. I actually like him better when he's not a big dumb monster like he is in a lot of more modern adaptations. I like Shapeshifter Clayface from the 50s a lot more. And there's a little bit of that in Arkham City too. With spoiler alert, he's disguised as Joker throughout most of the game. And in this game too, he disguises himself as random characters. In his little cameo appearance. Kira Porter said he reminds me of Sandman. Clayface predates Sandman by a solid decade. Pappy the Harpy said, "Imagine the giant lightsaber shuriken, or as I call it, Death Frisbee." Yeah. Devin Holmes said, "Sienna Khan, what a waste of a great design. How would you guys used her in the story instead of Adam killing her off?" I just have her be the leader of the White Fang. You don't have to do a whole lot with her. Just have her stay in the shadows, give out the orders, plot, scheme, stuff like that. Vincent 810 said Hollow Knight is the best modern Metroidvania. I have not played Hollow Knight, but solid Metroidvania is a good way to get me on board with the game. The Survivor said, "Who heard or played Metro 2033 or Metro Last Light?" I have not played any of the Metro games, but I have heard quite a bit about them. Kieran Porter said, "Well, I would start by making Adam Extreme Killer." Yeah. Vincent 810 said, "Or just make her die after a fight, not out of an assassination." The Survivor said, "It's funny with Ruby weapons. Like it's a rifle with a chainsaw, etc. But when Ironwood uses his weapon, it's just a pistol." Yeah, that's why he has the best gun, because it's actually practical. Kira Porter said, "Extreme Killer was an accident, but that Adam's new nickname as far as I'm concerned." Secure said, "Why is Bane the best Batman villain?" He is not. He would not even make my top 10. He'd maybe make my top 20. He's just a big he's such a fan fiction-y thing. I get comic books and fan fiction are kind of actually working on the same level writing wise, but it's so oh, he's just as strong as Batman and just as smart, and he's the one who actually beats Batman better than anyone. Ah, God. The phone was ringing. the phone in here was ringing, and I think that's an Easter egg. I wanted you guys check it out, but I think I missed it.
How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
Gear Porter said, I like the actor Clayface. Yeah, I think he was always an actor in all his iterations.
What the hell happened?
How did you like that, B-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
I don't like this little section.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator.
It's just a lot of busy work to get all the way up and then down, especially when you're backtracking and stuff, trying to get all the Riddler stuff. Like, that's why I'm not even really worried about getting all the collectibles on this run, because even though I totally could, and I know where almost all of them are, and the ones I don't know, there's maps that you can find that show you where they're at, kind of like the Joker informants in later games. But this area has a lot of like Joker or Riddler stuff, and it's just such a hassle to get them all in this little area because of how vertical the level is and how long it is too. Like, I'm fine with the low verticality, but no, this has so many like winding paths and stuff that it becomes a hassle. I'm nitpicking. This section is fine. It's just not conducive for explanation. Like, see, there's 3 things, but I need the explosive gel to do it. There's I think this is an Easter egg. They got like an Amadeus Arkham, which I really like the Amadeus Arkham stuff. Like, if you haven't 100% completed this game, I highly recommend at least like going on YouTube and just listening to all the Amadeus Arkham stuff and seeing like how that concludes, because it's really what leads into Arkham City and Quincy. Like, you find out in Arkham City that Quincy Sharp like went crazy because of Hugo Strange and Mad Hatter like freaking infecting his tea and stuff, and it's all just really good lore stuff. Like, I really enjoy how this game adapts all the Batman lore. This game not as much, because there's a lot of stuff in this game where they obviously like didn't plan everything out. Like I'm gonna turn that off for now. But like you get a lot of like profile stuff for characters that you meet for the first time in later games, like Hugo Strange, Hush. I think there's even one for like Man-Bat, who you meet for the first time in Arkham Knight. I gotta catch up with these. Gearboard said I was introduced to Spidey first. Secure said I'm trolling, I know. Gideon West said, you know, mostly everyone uses a sword, sharp weapon, or a gun in Ruby. Survivor said, future Ruby weapons, boomstick. What it do? It's double shotgun. Vincent 810 said, but those weapons are practical based on real life weapons. I can't imagine Ruby fighting anything else than Grim with her weapon. I actually use that as like a character quirk in my fanfiction, where like she doesn't like fighting people, and she kind of sucks at like fighting people with her scythe for that reason. It said I prefer axes, swords, and things like that. Devin Holmes said Marvel Comics has really been on the SJW kick lately. Ironheart being an example. Yeah.
On site.
I'm gonna let you guys listen to this, and then I'm gonna bitch about Marvel. Amadeus Arkham.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham.
Like,
Through
it's
my
totally
actions,
obviously
I
Quincy
have
Sharp.
saved
It's
this
the same
cursed
voice actor and
city,
stuff, but
though my own curse is to forever
it's
remain
still
in the shadows.
eerie. I
My
love it.
story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
These guards didn't put up much of a fight. Joker was right. This is easy.
It's the bat!
Hit me. Come on. Just try.
Batman, how's it going?
It's a little ridiculous that after wasting all those guys, the last guy is still like, you know what, maybe this one will knock him out. Let's get the inverted takedown because that's gonna be a fun thing to use here in a upcoming section. Okay, so I'm gonna rant about Marvel real quick here. Stan Lee said that if you make people care about the characters, you're halfway there. Marvel has not given a reason to care about any of these new characters. Even like the quote-unquote good ones like Miles Morales. There's no reason to care about their plight. Literally in the first Ironheart comic, she's like complaining that she's privileged. Like she's complaining that she's not being like subjugated, or she's complaining about people not being racist. Like why did they think that that was likable? Why did they think that that would sell? Like, why did they think that Mark Waid's Daredevil run was good? Like, and then people like IGN and Comic Book Cast like just drool all over the stuff because it's comic books and they're bad. They're really bad. I really hate like what they've done to Captain America these last 20 years. It seems like ever since 9/11, they've been afraid to have Captain America be Captain America. And like just I thank God that Chris Evans and the Russo brothers and to a lesser extent God, what's his name? Guy who directed the first movie, Johnston, something Johnston. That they did such a good job adapting like Captain America as a whole. Like, yeah, a lot of the stories that they're adapting are from the 2000s and not very particularly good stories. I think Civil War, the comic book, is a little overrated, and the movie is actually the superior version. It doesn't have the same scope as the comics, but it doesn't need to because it's a movie, and movies are like condensed and refined and better. And then with like making Captain America a Nazi and then having an alternate universe version of Captain America have to come in and beat him up, and then that Captain America is like ashamed or whatever, and then hands the shield over to Sam Wilson. Like, I dig Sam Wilson when he's the Falcon. He looks freaking ridiculous when he's using that shield along with his wingsuit, and it's just he's not Captain America. He's not Steve Rogers. He's a sidekick. It's all self-evidently bad too. Like, I have not met anyone who legitimately likes the direction that the comics have been going with, like Captain America, Iron Man, Ironheart. The only one that I've heard any kind of praise for right now is the most recent Daredevil run, but that's only in comparison to Mark Waid, who was the worst Daredevil writer. Yeah, so that's my Marvel aghastment. Riley Scarlet Spider book. Gideon West, wait, isn't there going to be a fat superhero movie in 2019? Fat superheroes never really work unless part of their power is being fat, like the Blob, or honestly, I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. It's just like if you're jumping on rooftops, beating up villains, you're probably not going to be fat. Yeah, I don't know about a fat superhero movie in 2019 though. Key Reporter said yes by Sony. Huh. That explains it. It's probably gonna suck then. The Survivor, Key Reporter. Yeah, I just went on my Marvel rant. BFV or BO4, or are you not interested? I'm gonna guess that that's Battlefield 5 and Black Ops 4. I am not interested in either one. Everything is just Battle Royale now because Battle Royale is like such a freaking trend and it's gonna die soon. Like and they're not even good. Like, okay, so this is what a Battle Royale is. This is what a Player Unknown Battlegrounds is, which High Powered got for me so that we could play together, and then we both like kind of stopped playing. So you hook up your PC. You pray that your PC is powerful enough to run the game. Then you spend full price on the game, or however much. I think PUBG is actually like $30. And then you wait for hours for it to actually start working because it's such a buggy mess of a game. And then you get in, you spend hours just running around trying to build up supplies, and then get shot by someone you couldn't see because the game is such a buggy freaking mess. And then you have to wait for a new game because it's just you have to start all over from scratch basically. I don't understand the appeal of Battle Royale games. I barely understand the appeal of multiplayer focused games in general. But Battle Royale is good game mode. If there's other game modes, it's not a good like core thing in a game. Battlefield 5 or Black Ops 4. Yeah. The Survivor asks, so what games do you like? I love the Batman Arkham games. I love Zelda. Mega Man is my freaking jam. I like a lot of hack and slash games. I like God of War. I haven't played the new one yet, and I'm not that interested in it. I'll get it eventually, just because I suffer through God of War Ascension. I'm gonna suffer through God of War 5. Like it's just, why not? And I really like the BioShock game, System Shock. What else have I been playing? The Elder Scrolls game. I've been playing quite a bit of Daggerfall lately. And Morrowind. I don't actually like Morrowind, but that's a game I've been playing lately. Key Reporter said platformers and fighters mainly. Morgan Sutherland said, "Hey media, how would you react if you heard that Rooster Teeth were pulling the plug on season 6 and wrapping up the series with the beach episode?" I would laugh. I would laugh and go like, "Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right." Survivor, I see. I like those games too. Here, Reporter said, "Got Mania Plus a couple days ago." I don't like Sonic. I went on a rant with someone on Discord yesterday, like explaining everything I hate about Sonic, and I can't recreate that. Maybe I'll do a video on like an honest look at Sonic someday.
You don't have...
Right. I don't have...
It's just so 90s. It's so something that could have only been created in 1991. And it never, like, graduated beyond that.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. We need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
Who cares? He sticks his pointy head into the room and we blow it off.
Yeah, he's a dead man walking.
Thank goodness the criminal mind of Gotham City is absolutely incompetent.
No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham...
Oh, look who it is!
Arkham City added the knockout smash, which made situations like that so much more entertaining, because I could have just suplexed them if this had all the mechanics of Arkham City.
Joker here with a quick update on what's new in the asylum. Attention, we have an escaped patient. Dresses like a bat. Oh, what an idiot. Should be considered costumed and dangerous. Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of his misery. It's the only reliable cure.
He doesn't stand a chance. Not a chance.
I'm gonna totally just smash down on this guy when he walks through. I love doing this. Yeah, if you time it, if you do it fast enough, you can just kick him off the ledge.
A few more of my boys your way. Let's see how you deal with these odds.
Joker wants him found. Spread out.
He could be anywhere.
I love the Predator stuff. It's not a stealth game. And even the stealth mechanics that are present aren't all that great, but compared to like actual stealth games like Thief, but it's still a lot of fun. It's a power fantasy. It's a power fantasy to just prey on them and watch their heartbeats rise and until they're like shooting at boilers. I'm gonna just mess with these guys. I'm torturing these poor fools. I'm gonna wait for them to separate. Oh, this is a good time to catch up with the stuff. Devin Holmes said the Grimm should have been like the Titans in the start of Attack on Titan. Not the biggest fan of the... Yeah. Me neither. Gideon West said, I really hate how they make Shadow into an emo in the newer game. He was always like that, though. He was always a freaking early 2000s new metal edgelord. Like, that was literally the only thing... That was literally his only character trait in Sonic Adventure 2.
is he? Cool! Sure came from there. That's the best you got, man?
They're not separating.
Oh, the hell with this.
Ever tell you the one about me and Batman climbing on top of the Gotham Library? Really, he's not that scary. He's nothing. Probably not even a man.
There we go. Only one left.
Where'd he go?
Oh, you can also do like ledge takedowns if you know what? I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish them off. I don't think they get terrified yet.
They were just like family. How could you? I think I'm going to cry.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bowles'
Here,
trail
Porter
stops here.
said, Silver better than Shadow. Gideon West said, yep. Devin Holmes says Silver is my favorite out of the three. Gideon West said, ever since Shadow the Hedgehog, people have been calling him edgy. Devin Holmes said empowerment fantasy like Force Unleashed, lol. Yeah, I like Force Unleashed.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler.
Vincent 810 said Dishonored is the best stealth game. Too bad I can't play and make the sequel run on my PC. Dishonored sucks. It is baby's first BioShock. It is BioShock Light. It is a discount. It is a hollow follow-up to spiritual successor to Thief.
So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Like, there's fun to have in Dishonored.
Hey, Batman!
But so much of it is just, you know, it's not a good-looking game. The art style is very bland. It's way too easy. All the like AI just goes from 0 to 100. There's no like in between. Then you got the magic lean where they can't see you even though they're looking right at you, so long as you're technically behind cover.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate
The survivor
prisoners.
said, who remembers
They
the
were just
console
killing
wars with
everyone in the
Xbox One and PS4?
I had no choice.
Who
I got in
remembers
here
when
and locked the
Xbox One and
door.
PS4 looked like they were
Concealed
going to be good
security grid.
consoles?
They had someone
I
with
do.
them.
I even got a PS4 collecting dust right on top of my
They
PC.
carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
It's just
good.
You gotta have games to sell a game system. I don't know why Microsoft and Sony just don't get that.
I'll look after
like,
Maria.
there's so few.
I promise.
Like, there's just so few games. Like you can say like, oh, there's barely any good games. There's just barely any games, period, on PS4 or Xbox One.
We apologize for this interruption to our regular broadcast. Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay Area with some breaking news.
This is Jack Ryder with breaking news in the Gotham Bay. We are getting reports.
The moment in this game when you realize that this isn't just a corridor beat 'em up. Any game that has a shot like this, I really appreciate. Like, my favorite is Breath of the Wild when you exit the Shrine of Resurrection. It just does that panning shot and you're like, I could go there, and there, and there. Like you could just see all of it in the distance, and then you like put a waypoint on Death Mountain and just see how massive the map is. G-Man Q says Splinter Cell is a fun stealth game. The second and third Splinter Cell games are probably my favorite stealth games. Imperator Draken said, who would win in a fight, Ruby or Buffy? I would say Ruby. She's got like the more superhuman feats. But I don't know, I'm not that familiar with Buffy. Maybe she does some crazy things in her show. Kieran Porter said it's basically Daddy. Yeah. Vincent 810 said depends on the difficulty, but yeah, the art style is kind of bad. The Survivor said Batman's backstory, parents died. Yep. Kieran Porter, Spider-Man uncle died. Joker's backstory, haha, no. Superman planet died. So is Jiren's, Naruto's, Goku, and a lot of characters. Yeah. Morgan Sutherland said donated $1.99. Thank you very much. It's the only way Weiss might exit the show intact. Yes. I think that's a reference to her earlier comment about just Ruby getting canceled abruptly. Devin Holmes said, I saw Chronexia's list of the best heroes in My Hero Academia. It's so bad, like, he said Uravity has a better quirk than Sue and Toto. I have not watched this video, so, without actually, like, thinking and doing my own list, I have nothing to compare it to.
That the
Batman, you got out.
Is still parked just outside of
No.
the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us, can we?
If anyone can hear me, send backup to the mansion grounds.
Murderer. A kindergarten teacher that isn't carrying out party orders should head there now and smash it to pieces.
Yeah, I think I have to go this way.
What?
To Arkham North. Yeah. Let's make a stop in the graveyard and
disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's
get
wrong?
some,
Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion.
Riddles.
Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations.
Thanks.
You are performing just below my predicted expectations. At this rate, you'll never beat me. Of course you found that one easy. You were supposed to.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was just lying out in the middle of the floor, or ground, in the middle of the graveyard. Also, one thing I prefer about this game is the look of Batman's cape and cowl. Like the other games, I don't know why, but I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why, but all the other games, the costume looks like almost blue, like in Arkham City and Arkham Origins in particular. Whereas this one it's definitely black.
Under my control. That's right, boys. Mine. Just wait till you see my last race. It's going to be glorious.
Beat the crap out of you.
You hit like an old man! What hit me?
Yeah, once you... I like the combat in this. I like how once you lose that rhythm, it's really hard to get it back.
There's a supply of explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile.
Okay, gonna quickly catch up with stuff. Getting West Side Blaze Blue Cross Tag... actually, no, I think someone asked something earlier. Noah Wiley said, what do you think of the Halo games plot? I think it's kind of weird. A lot of it's ripped from, like, the Aliens franchise. I think they're fine, though. I think they were fine until Halo 4 started retconning stuff and doing weird things, and then Halo 5 just was an absolute train wreck of a game. The Survivor said, what's your opinion on Nomad of Nowhere? I think it's worse than Ruby Volume 5. I'll leave it at that until I eventually do a video on it. Samurai Jack meets Lord of the Rings. They said without a hint of irony. Getting West Side Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battles power scaling story-wise is off. I noticed it when Weiss, I think, and the Blaze Blue side of the story was fighting Azrael and lived. Kieran Porter said they fought the Persona 4 protagonist and survived. Evan Holmes said gameplay-wise, the strongest characters so far are like Blake and Gordo. Yeah, I haven't played Cross Tag Battle at all, so I have nothing to say about it.
I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon. strange. This is Gordon's pipe.
Gotta do
Barbara
this
gave
before
it
I
to
can
him.
do the
There's
thing.
no way he'd wild country. Gordon's favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle, I found...
That was one of the easy ones.
Don't you forget, search every nook and cranny.
Gonna quickly
I
go
want
over here
everyone found.
and get
Hey,
this
I don't
riddle.
want anyone missing the party. I'm too good a host.
Gonna get the remote control battering.
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
There's so many times that you're back over here. I'm not gonna bother with any of the Riddler stuff over there yet, because a lot of them require other gadgets.
So, you have given in and taken my map. I hope it proves useful.
Now to follow the tobacco stuff.
The security doors are locked. I'm going to have to find another way around to get back on Gordon's trail.
Let me remind
The wall ahead. Explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
Can't have it making its way back to the mainland.
It's the base here!
Alright, also think about this, the Brotherhood of Nod and Remnant. The survivor said the nomad of nowhere makes me think the Wild West in medieval times of Vacuo and Ruby. Devin Holmes said, it's sad Raven has so much potential. I wish I could love her as much as the fanboys do. She's more popular than the MC. Well, how do you fix her? Volume 5 destroyed her. I have no clue. I have no clue how you fix her. Key Reporter said, have you seen Eruption Fang's new theory that all Rooster Teeth shows are connected in a timeline thing? Someone posted it on the Discord. I have not watched it. I do not like Eruption Fang. I think his videos are pretty bad. I think his theories are really dumb. And I don't really care to watch his videos. G-Man Q said, ever play any of the Crisis games? Yes. I think they're alright. I think Crisis 2 sucked. That was the one that sucked. Crisis 3 got pretty fun up until the end, and then the first Crisis game was No, it was like Far Cry, but in the future. And I like the Far Cry games. Kirapur said, according to Eruption Fang, the Nomad is Salem. See, this is why I don't like Eruption Fang. Sekir said, what bugs me story-wise with Arkham Asylum is at the very beginning of the game, when the Joker basically tells Joker he has a plan, then Batman walks straight into his trap. That's actually why Batman stuck around instead of like just dumping him off, as he expected something. He expected Joker was up to no good, and that's why he actually followed Joker into the asylum.
Hey, scram, bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like
I'm
to
over
know?
here.
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch.
Harley!
Ah!
What's he doing here? It's too early!
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me. Mwah!
Go, you little minx. I can never stay mad at you.
Kieran Porter said, honestly, I'm just subbed to him to be reminded when the new episode of RVB is out. Yeah, you kind of have to, because Rooster Teeth doesn't let you know when the new episode is out, because they really want to hide, they really just want to make people not think that RVB Season 16 exists. Okay, see now, I don't remember where to go from here. I know I'm supposed to find an alternate route into the medical facility. But I think it's over here? Yeah, it's right here. There's a couple places in this where a lot of the, like, overworld stuff, like the actual island of Arkham, looks very samey, that it's a little hard to tell, like, okay, where am I supposed to go now, even after you've played it before. I think Arkham City did such a good job making every like little district look so different, and that was my first Arkham. That was the first Arkham game I played, so it just kind of spoiled me for real.
Another doctor tries to run and get out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die. Hell, I may do that anyway. Sounds fun.
Challenge completed. Can you do more?
Get off of me!
Shut it! Get down there with the others! Move it!
Okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Can't stand a crybaby.
What do they want from us?
Joker said I could pick any one of you when he's done.
Swoosh! Boom! How's that for a friggin' speed?
Is there a doctor in the house? No? I seem to have a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
The room's clear. You're safe now.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job, nevertheless.
Batman!
I'm right here.
I don't know what happened. One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously didn't want to be followed. The elevator appears to have been powered down. You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire.
The survivor said, I heard a theory that Joker that really doesn't want to kill Batman because he has too much fun. Yeah, that's not a theory. That's pretty explicit in some versions.
I'll find the other doctor.
Like, Heath Ledger straight up says, like, and I won't kill you because you're just too much fun.
Remember, a happy patient is a quiet patient.
Let me introduce you all to the sterling work of our new head of research, Dr. Penelope Young. Since joining our team 2 years ago, Arkham is now at the forefront of research.
I do like, it's actually realistic because some hospitals do this, but the color-coded trails.
Batman!
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's a trap!
I know. Just not for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest
Devin Holmes said, girls like Oscar, I noticed they think he's cute. Yeah, I don't know about that.
See if he can detect being punched in the face. What are you waiting for? April Fool's Day? Get down there now!
Oh, you have bats!
Alright, the survivor said, well, I'm going for a walk. I'll be back. Alright, have fun. Pappy the Harpy said, have you played the Telltale Joker game? I have not actually played any Telltale game. Noah Wiley said, I also started with Arkham City. Kieran Porter said, I started with Origins. Ooh. I guess as a first Batman game, it wouldn't be bad. Because it's mostly just kind of bad in comparison to Arkham City. Devin Holmes said, as inconsistent and OP as Sasuke is, he's hilarious to look back on. Like the psycho laugh in Yuri's voice was great. Kieran Porter said, so I have hope for Jinlock. That makes one of us.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats. I'm just softening you up. Think of this as a preview to the main event. You'll see.
I'm sorry.
See, this is what I'm talking about. There's there's this Hush Easter egg here, and in Arkham City, you meet Hush for the quote-unquote first time. Like, Batman doesn't know who the identity theft is. He's like, open up a new file on Tommy Elliott. It's like they didn't really plan that much out far ahead, which they planned Arkham City out. Like, there is the secret room in the warden's office, but other than like that secret room, there's not much of
Will all patients please remain
setup. Other than like the
slowly to
basic
their accommodation.
plot of Arkham City, there's not much that
about whether
that they
psychosis is
planned.
itself neurotoxic, and whether potentially damaging changes to the brain are related to the length of psychotic episodes. Project Titan allows us to strengthen the individual's ability to cope with such changes. Early results
I think that vent system is like a shortcut to the various rooms, but I'm just gonna take the long way.
Patient X was the catalyst that led to a full-scale adoption of the Titan process. We must all thank
the guy? That means son of a... It's the Bat!
We represent all medical care and offer a wide range of medical, surgical, diagnostic, and high-quality care coupled with Arkham Asylum's convenient location have ensured we are voted the...
Boss, it's done. The room... He's here!
Go, Batman!
Cash, what happened?
There was an alarm in medical. I heard someone shouting and found the doc lying on the floor. When I went to help him, the room was flooded with gas. These doors locked down. We can't get out. Don't know how long we can last.
How great.
Let's get that bone breaker combo. Devin Holmes asked, favorite superhero? Personally, my favorite's always been Captain America. But I also I love Batman, I love Superman, I love Spider-Man, and Daredevil would round out my, what would that be, top 5?
Joker's filled the room with gas and we're trapped in here. I can sit in here all night, but the doc over there ain't looking too good.
Taking a drink. Now, this part always confused me. I never feel like I'm doing it the right way anytime I've done it.
Batman, I don't know if you can hear this. Board's showing power to fan 1.
Dead by now. Joker told me last time to get out before he gassed this place.
Power to fan 2. He's doing it, Doc. We'll be out of here soon. Stay goofy.
Joker never said anything about this part of the plan.
I can't let that man die.
All 3 fans agree.
There we go. See, I never feel like I do it in the right order.
Nice surprise! Batman arrived just in the nick of time. Next time, Cash, I'll just shoot you and be done with it.
Morgan Sutherland said, my Ruby theory is that Jeff Williams is starting to write bad music on purpose as a cynical way of getting back at the writers. A charmless show doesn't deserve to get a boost from his hard work now. You know, I've heard crazier theories that turned out to be true. Like just look into the Spider-Man, the behind the scenes stuff of Spider-Man 3 and all the behind the scenes drama that happened there.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So what's going on? My radio went dead soon after you brought Joker in.
There are still medical staff needing my help.
Remember, a happy patient is a quiet patient.
Oh, I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. I've got 2 old friends coming to the party. One of them is just terrified you'll leave without saying hello. The other, well, let's just say he's going to be as surprised to see you as you will be to see him.
When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution, few would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the story.
The state-of-the-art rehabilitation center. It's a freaking dump.
But that is only half the story. Our low security.
That's not normal.
Yeah. He's here.
Specialties and offer a wide range of medical, surgical, diagnostic, wellness programs. High quality Arkham Asylum have ensured we are voted the #1 facility in the entire state.
Karen Porter said, yeah, said I had no hope for Genlock. It looks generic, it sounds generic, so why would anyone want to watch it? Yeah. Roberto Maldonado said, Venom or Carnage, which do you like more? I don't like either one, but I think Carnage actually has a lot more it depends on the version of Venom. If you're going like Eddie Brock versus Cletus Cassidy, I'll take Cletus Cassidy. If you're talking Matt Gargan or Cletus Cassidy, I'll take Cletus Cassidy. But if you're talking God, who do they have doing Venom now? I think Flash Thompson is the best Venom, and even though they made him into a superhero, but it's more interesting than I have all of the powers of Spider-Man, but I'm evil. I hate characters like that. I like how it only Kierport said, I like how it only been like a night and the building is almost completely run down. It's only missing the plants. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that Arkham Asylum was always just kind of dark and grimy and nasty, and yeah. Roberto Maldonado said, at least Venom looks good, but let's be honest, the movie is gonna suck, because Sony is bad at movies. Yes, the movie looks like garbage. Devin Holmes said, Aquaman doesn't deserve a movie. They're trying so hard to make him cool. Aquaman can be cool. Here's the thing. They have overcorrected so much over the last almost 30 years now. Ever since the 90s relaunch, when he got like the long hair and the hook hand, they've been trying so hard to make him edgy, so hard to make people forget about Super Friends. And it's worse than Super Friends. It's more laughable. At least Super Friends tried to be funny and succeeded. Whereas like Justice League, the anime series, the 90s comics, the movie with Jason Momoa, they've tried to be so serious, but they're just so laughably bad. The best on-screen adaptation of Aquaman has been John DiMaggio in Batman the Brave and the Bold.
I have done exactly as you've asked.
Look, you think I care? Stop your whining and listen good. If anyone goes near you without Joker's express permission, then I've been ordered to make sure you are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bargaining chip. Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military operation. Friends on the inside and...
Oh, please, no!
And Dr. Penelope Young gets crushed by rocks. Seriously, how is she? How are any of these guys still alive? How is Penelope Young at least not
What's going
knocked
on?
out?
They were talking like they were in control. Is it true that Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes.
Another
not
thing I
for
wanted to get into.
I've been
Roberto
studying Joker's case
Maldonado
for
said,
months when he broke out.
"Have you seen
The
that
warden was
awful
very
Teen
specific he
Titans
wanted Joker
trailer?
cured.
Fuck
Bad
Batman."
publicity will affect his
Oh,
campaign
I've
for
been
mayor.
waiting for
That'll be
someone
the
to
least of
tell, for someone to ask me that.
I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the other doctors.
Not a problem. All staff have been...
I'm pausing the game for this one. What are they thinking? What are they thinking with that Titans crap? Oh, man. Okay, so I've always thought that Teen Titans would never really work in live action because of how like out there their power sets are. Like I never thought that Beast Boy's transformation would look good in TV. I never thought that Raven's telekinesis type powers would work well in TV. I never thought that Starfire Starbolts would work well in TV. But I didn't expect it to look this bad. I was one of the people defending the costumes when those on-set photos leaked. I think I was streaming Skyrim at the time, and I said that they're not even fully in costume. There's no lighting or CG attached to them. It's just them halfway in costume on set or behind the stage, like without the camera actually rolling. It looks even worse with all that stuff. Starfire has like fire powers now. She's just Firestorm now. You're reusing the same effects that they did for Firestorm in the Flash. Raven's powers are just such an ubiquitous, like nebulous black void of creativity. They're characterizing Dick Grayson like Jason Todd with like snapping necks and going like "fuck Batman." Ugh. And just name dropping Batman is bad enough. Like the 2003 series of Teen Titans was very careful not to actually call any of the Justice League members by name because it would just ruin the illusion. Because like this was my biggest problem with Young Justice was that what Young Justice was doing never felt big because the Justice League could just swoop in at any moment and save the day. Or if it was like really this important of a mission, then why isn't the Justice League involved? Why isn't these kids? Whereas Teen Titans, they were the only heroes on the block. They were the only people in that area, like saving people, fighting villains, fighting aliens. So it gave every decision they made that much more weight. And on top of that, on top of the dramatic tension, it was also funny. It was also serious. It was also like really romantic and cheery and whimsical, and it was just it wasn't a perfect show, but I would definitely put it in the same category as like a Justice League or a Static Shock as far as superhero TV shows go. Like a tier below Batman the animated series. And then you at least Teen Titans Go isn't a bad idea. And I think G-Man Q asked you think it will be worse than Teen Titans Go? Like, yes, I actually do. Because Teen Titans Go, it tried to be funny. It tried to be different. It tried to be like out there and like flash animation stuff like that. It could have worked if the jokes were actually funny. Problem with Teen Titans Go is that the jokes aren't actually funny. They're annoying. That's why that show sucks. It's not the animation, it's not the art style, it's not the tone. It's just the fact that the jokes suck. Like the 2003 series is actually funnier than Teen Titans Go. That's the worst complaint you'll hear from me when talking about Teen Titans Go. This new Titan stuff is just so wrong-headed. It's and they're jumping right into Trigon. Like, bring us Slade. Bring us like a small tier villain for season 1 that like your characters can fight and unite against. Don't jump right to the big gun. Friggin' Teen Titans built Trigon up for years in the 2003 series before actually like getting into him. And they're gonna jump right into that with season 1? What are they gonna do for future seasons? It would be like if a Justice League movie went right to Darkseid, or if in the very first Avengers movie they were fighting Thanos. Like, you don't jump right into your biggest bad like that. It's not a good way to structure a TV show. There's some other people said some stuff. Kierpor said, yeah, I'm not really a fan of Batman. Only character I like is Red Hood. Yeah, Starfire in that trailer looks awful, and this has come from Starfire was low-key waifu. My only exposure to Red Hood is Arkham Knight, which I didn't really like. The best version of Red Hood is actually in Batman Under the Red Hood. Batman Under the Red Hood, the DC animated movie, is actually so good that DC retconned Red Hood's original backstory with the Superboy Prime Punch and made the movie canon with the Lazarus Pit, because it just made so much more sense for it to be Lazarus Pit than Superboy Prime Punch. G-Man Q, I already have a father, Robin said once to Slade, I believe. Yeah, but he never actually said it by name. In fact, we don't even know if Batman's still alive in that series. Like, for all we know, Batman is actually, like, dead, and that's why Robin left. We don't know. It's left ambiguous so that the focus is never taken off those 5 core characters. G-Man Q asked, is there any villain bigger than Trigon? Not that's associated with the Teen Titans, I believe. I mean, obviously there's bigger ones like Darkseid or Brainiac. I would consider probably bigger than Trigon. But Trigon is like the big bad for the big ultimate devil bad guy for Teen Titans. Roberto Maldonado said, it's funny that in Teen Titans Go made an episode where they make fun of dark and edgy stuff, but here they are doing it. Yeah, completely different studio though. The guys who make Teen Titans Go, I believe, are actually based in Canada. Like they're not even directly associated with Warner Brothers or Cartoon Network, which it boggles my mind why Cartoon Network just keeps shoving this down their throat. It's not even like directly made by them. Kira Porter said, who would you like to see done after Thanos? As I want Kang, but what about you? I would love for the Masters of Evil to come in. You could even drop like the of Evil. You could just call them the Masters. Get like a Baron Zemo, Abomination, some other villain like maybe Vulture, Mysterio because he's gonna be in Spider-Man Far From Home. Maybe bring in Ghost because she's still alive and kicking out. Maybe they like find a way to get her to join them. You know, get a super villain team up movie to fight the Avengers. Because, you know, it's kind of an oft-cited complaint with the Avengers movies that they always just kind of fall into the team fighting an army of gray bad guys like the Chitauri or Ultron spots or the big monster dudes in Infinity War. Alright, I'm going to get back to the game now. Rant about Teen Titans is over.
You'll be safer if you remain here.
All the medical staff are safe. Time to continue following Harley Quinn and Gordon's trail.
Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you.
I've got ringside seats for the big event. Harley brings the popcorn. Oh, I can't wait.
See, this is just good game design. Like, this kind of game design has been around since the 80s with Mega Man. Introducing a new enemy, like, in a controlled environment where it's just him, and then mixing him up with the other more default bad guys. Like, that's good. That's good game design, I think.
Super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our low security wings offer normal but troubled individuals a safe haven for recovery. An expensive...
Did you find them? Are they okay?
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. You really don't have the authority to...
I'll get her there, Batman. You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't like it, but... Who called the elevator?
Wasn't us. It's coming from the lower floor.
The boss says he's in here somewhere. Spread out.
Can't wait to get out of here. Scare the crap out of me. Man down! Man down! Is anyone gonna help me? What was that? Oh man, I'm losing it.
Is this dude all terrified now? That Hans Zimmer inspired score.
What are you doing?
Kieran Porter said, remember, Gray described one of his characters as the love interest in Genlock. Yep. Yeah, I feel like getting in an elevator at this point would be a pretty dumb move.
Too easy. Oh, think about
Yeah.
it. I've got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say good night, Bats.
Hold on.
Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of them!
I have food on the way, so I'm going to... How long have I been going?
There is no crane.
I've been going for about 2 hours, so... Yeah, I don't really have time to wrap up before my food gets here, so... I'm gonna go and find a spot and take a small break. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. But oh wow, that lag. You'll know. I'll pause it at that point.
For hours. I'm sure you'll be buzzed through when he's ready. Tell them, Bats. What are you scared of? Failing to save this cesspool?
The Joker stuff. I love, the Scarecrow stuff. I mean, I love the Joker stuff too, but the Scarecrow stuff is the definite highlight of this game, and I was wanting to get to at least the first Scarecrow bit.
Help me, Batman!
Yeah, see, so the audience knows that, like, yeah, this we got fear gassed. All right, after this, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna turn off the music first of all because
I'm sorry, Jim.
you know, don't want to get that copyright infringement from just the straight audio playing.
Barbara,
I was too late.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
Oh man, everything's like tilting to the side. Sorry, then. Yeah. Such solid direction for a video game.
Are you there?
Like, video games tend to not get this level of actual, like, cinematography and art direction and stuff. Got the roaches, Scarecrow popping up. Yeah. You got the, like, little squishy noises. And now I'm in a morgue. Gonna just turn the music volume all the way down. And I'm going to go get my food. I will be back in a few minutes. It was perfect timing because as soon as I walked up the stairs, my mom was coming in with my food. So now I got my food. Got some Burger King. Morgan Sutherland said in all seriousness, would welcome Ruby mercifully, ending with the Trump-style beauty pageant. Miss Remnant might as well celebrate the last things Ruby has going for it, character design and Weiss. Yeah, actually, I would be totally fine for that being like an arc later on in the show. Have like a pageant or something. You know, give the characters something to like do where they're like where they want to do something. Get out of here. There's an Eddie Murphy bit talking about I think it was Eddie Murphy talking about like Amityville Horror.
Father.
Like only white people would have stayed in that house. Only a white man would have stayed in that morgue.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce.
Help us.
Don't let us die.
Okay. I got a question for the Arkham Knight development staff. Why couldn't they make Scarecrow like this in Arkham Knight?
You're in my world.
Could they not get that voice actor back? Why did they replace him with boring John Noble doing boring John Noble voice? Like, I freaking love this Scarecrow actor. I don't even know who it is. I should like freaking pause, grab some chicken nuggets, and look that up right now. Do 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 Dino Andrade, 54 years old. Yeah, he hasn't done a whole lot of work. He's been a lot of like extra guys in various movies and anime and stuff. But yeah, they couldn't get this guy back to voice Scarecrow in Arkham Knight. They had to go with an even more expensive actor, John Noble from Fringe. Really? Like, this Scarecrow really just enjoys what he does.
Look around. These are the broken fragments of your mind. What are you trying to do?
Like, he's cackling, he's fun, he's entertaining, and not boring.
Can you hear me? Bruce, what's going on?
Oracle, I'm okay.
What happened? I lost contact. Are you sure you're all right? Have you found my dad?
I'm fine. Had a little run-in with Scarecrow, slowed me down. I'll get back to you in a bit. It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind? Same here. Just roll with it, bats. It gets easier once you get in. It really does.
See, Joker's whole plan with this is to make Batman go crazy and embrace his inner, like, monster. Which is symbolized by the Titans, but I just don't think that the Titan plotline was very well implemented in this game. And it is really hard to eat, fight, and talk at the same time.
precious police commissioner is just through the glass. Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man if any of my guys even think you're in the room. They're patrolling down there. I've told them all you're on the way. So here's the deal. If you can...
Da, 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 da. Movie legendaries. He's been Here. Ugh. Hold on. Got a crumb stuck in my throat. Kierborger said, and it not that I think it will save Genlock, but no one is talking about Donald Duck, Japanese voice actor, being hired for Genlock. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Pammy the Harpy said, do you know the voice for Dio Brando, also voiced Deadpool? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Nolan North. Pammy the Harpy said, also, are you gonna make any JoJo videos when Part 5 starts? I'm gonna make JoJo videos, like, in the next few weeks. Like, literally, when I'm done with the Spider-Man video I'm working on, my next big video is going to be a JoJo video. Roberto Maldonado said you should do an honest look at the Ruby fan base. I was called homophobic one time because I didn't support Bumblebee. Stay off of Tumblr. That tends to happen. Maybe someday. I mean, you know, I'm gonna run out of ideas for honest looks eventually.
Find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing. I'll give you your next present. Maybe you don't care about the old man after all. Maybe a good thing, because if any of my boys see you, hear you...
Joker's not messing. He wants the old man kept safe from Batman. If anyone gets near him, it won't be me carrying the can.
No problem. Nothing's getting past me. Batman will be a dead man, and I'll be famous.
Whatever. Get over there and keep looking. Now go!
Remember, even smell a man in tights and Harley kills the old man.
Speaking of tights, this is the best Batman outfit in any medium ever. Just throwing that out there.
So what was it that gave it away?
Anyone out there seen Batbrain yet? No? Not surprised. He's chicken. Mr. J has won again.
I do not remember how to proceed from here. Again, there's like little things like this that I don't remember. I never feel like I'm doing it the right way.
Mr. J is so going to beat Batbrain, he doesn't stand a chance.
Keep your trap shut. You won't get away with this.
Listen up, boys. The commissioner's just dying for one of you to spot the Bat Freak.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to actually go through here and go around.
I've got a shiny prize for the one who sees him first.
This old man looks like he's gonna pee himself. Someone bring me a bucket.
How was I not seeing at all there?
Can you hear that, detective? It's the sound of me.
See, I never feel like I'm doing that the right way. I feel like there's a better way
He's
to
out
deal
of
with that.
control. He's trying to prove something. I'm not sure I can stop him this time.
You'll do it. Batman, listen. We're not alone. He's got something else down there. I don't know what it is.
What a blabbermouth! spoiling the surprise.
Be quiet.
Roberto Maldonado said, and I actually got into arguments saying Ruby had more iconic fights than Dragon Ball Z. Oh, wow. Yeah, those people are deluded. Because none of the Ruby fights actually matter.
It wants Dr. Young's login.
Never mind that. Get behind me, now. Bane.
I think Bane is a good point to end this. After I beat him, I'll stop the stream.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Young, the Bruja. She dreamed of
Heavy Larva said it honestly feels like Ruby fans are blind sometimes. Roberto said, that's what I said, but according to some, the Mercury vs. Yang fight in Volume 3 is more iconic. No, it is not. Yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying down in the chat. Ruby fight scenes just don't really matter to the wider story of Ruby the way that Dragon Ball fights do. See, this fight just happens too early on in the game. And it's too much like every other Titan fight in the game. That's what I don't like about it. Like, would Bane actually fall for something like that?
You will not escape me again. Oh, enemy. I will break you this time, Batman! You will not escape me again, old enemy!
And his dialogue is just kind of generic in this game, too. I rolled the wrong way there. Crap, I might actually die. I might actually die. If I make one mistake like that again. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up and focus on the fight. Yep. Ah.
The bat is broken.
I think that's the first time I've ever died in this game. Like, and all, like, this is my third, like, serious playthrough. Alright, I'm gonna focus on, I'm gonna catch up with the chat real quick. Morgan Sutherland donated $1.99. Doing things is taboo on Remnant. Sad, yeah. Kim Reporter said, God, Miles need to get off his high horse. Yep. Noah Wiley said, has anyone seen Princess Principal? It's a pretty good spy anime. No, I have not. Poppy the Harpy said, has anyone seen Kaji? No, I have not. Kim Reporter said, I wouldn't be surprised if he thought he was writing Shakespeare. He probably does. Roberto Maldonado said, would a Ruby movie work? Nope. Gear Porter said, probably not. Poppy the Harpy said, well, that's the thing with lefty writers, Kieran. They are arrogant and self-entitled to a fault. Yep. Kira Porter said, is this a real thing? Poppy the Harpy said, yes. Poppy the Harpy said, look at SJW Marvel and Rian Johnson. Kira Porter said, I thought you meant left-handed. Oh. Yeah, that's important distinction. The Survivor asked, favorite movie? My all-time favorite movie is the original Star Wars, A New Hope. Other than that, some other favorites of mine include, I love Memento, I love The Dark Knight, I love It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, The Godfather Part 2, Toy Story, Fight Club, Beauty and the Beast, Citizen Kane. You know, a lot of the usual suspects for nerds like me. Alright, I'm gonna focus on actually taking him down this time and not mess around.
You will not escape me again. Old
Yeah, I could go on and on about my favorite movies. I actually have a list of like 200 movies that I have ranked from like that I count as my favorites in each genre and stuff.
hit me. I shall fold you like paper.
Lag got me that time.
I will crush you.
A little help, eh? Well, okay then. Boys!
I shall fold you like paper. Ow!
Okay, I got this. Are you kidding me? I didn't even mean to jump that second time. The survivor asked, "Are you a history person?" Yeah. I'm kind of selective with it. Like, I know a lot about early American history, and I know like everything there is to know about Missouri history or St. Louis history. God, I can't believe I have to do this. I had him that time too, and I freaking jumped out of the way. I got greedy. Now I have to wait for him to charge me again.
I shall fold you like paper!
Just trying to speed things along here.
Help him out, boys!
I will crush you!
Okay, I definitely got this now. It's just me and him, and I still got like half my life. Finally! Okay. Morgan Southern. Kitty Kirishima said, "Sup?" Nothing much. I'm actually about to wrap up the stream. The survivor asked, Bane needs to Bane out of. Yep, I know. That was a bad pun. Morgan Southern said, "Would you accept a good paying job at Rooster Teeth if it also meant you had to take creative orders from Miles?" I would take a minimal paying job at Rooster Teeth just to, like,
Batman, you okay?
have any kind of input.
Gone.
Because, I mean, if they go through the trouble of hiring me, they're hiring me for a
We
reason.
need to get you off the island.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
Kirishima said he'd probably prove himself more competent and take Miles' job and said, yeah.
No, Bane. This time I break you.
The survivor asked, so how's everyone's day going? It's going good. You know, other than dying twice to Bane. After I talk crap about this being too easy.
Jim, get back to the mainland. It's too dangerous here.
I don't like leaving you here.
Radio claims he's planted bombs all over Gotham. Gotham will panic. You're needed there.
We're ready to go now, sir.
Bane called Dr. Young Bruja. What does it mean?
It's Spanish for witch.
Oracle, go through the city's computers. Pull up all you can find on Dr. Young. I'll go through anything you find once I get to the cave.
A bat cave on Arkham Island?
I built it years ago. It's best to plan ahead for situations like this.
How'd you manage to keep this a secret?
It's me, remember?
So do you think Dr. Young's been experimenting with venom? The same chemical that turns Bane into that animal?
Yes, I'm worried. Bane seemed even more powerful than usual. Joker wants the venom, and that can only be trouble.
I'm heading to Dead Man's Point in Arkham North. I'll contact you once I'm in the Batcave.
Well, guys, I would really like to just keep playing this game all night. Because I totally could, and I could totally beat it by the time, you know, before the sun rises tomorrow. But, last call for questions or comments before I wrap up the stream. Kitty Kirishima said, Gray is worse. He blocks everyone on Twitter who says anything mildly bad about Ruby. You know what? Speaking of that, I should probably check that because I tagged him in a tweet earlier today that was very not nice. So I'm going to actually check that. Nope, he has not blocked me yet. I am still under his radar. So then, pull YouTube back up. Kieran Porter said, yeah, but Gray at least writes somewhat more competent. I don't know about that. I don't know what Gray writes. I have nothing to really compare it to until Genlock comes out. Karen Porter asked, so when can we expect the next stream? And the server said, when you doing another stream? If not before then, I am definitely streaming August 4th. Because that's my birthday. I have the day off. And I'm going to stream something. I want to stream Oblivion, but I might not have that game. Because I might not have enough money in my account to get it. And yeah, I got bills to pay and stuff. I got groceries to buy and stuff. So yeah, if I can't get Oblivion, I'll probably just do I might stream Morrowind, might stream Daggerfall, might just keep streaming this game, pick up right where we're leaving off here. That'll be up to you. I'll let you guys decide that. Assuming that I don't have Oblivion, would you rather me stream something else Elder Scrolls related, or just keep pick up right where we left off here? Morgan Sutherland said, I regret that I have but one job to give her my vision of Ruby. A man of integrity upon getting fired by Miles. Was that Shane? Shane's a hack. I don't like him. The survivor asked who would win, Bane or Yang. Power scaling is weird. I would have to probably say Yang can take more damage and deal more damage. Kira Porter said, pick up Hedre. I think you mean here. Yeah, I need to alt-tab out of here. So, thank you all for joining this stream. I had a lot of fun. I love Arkham Asylum. I love all the Arkham games. I'm not as big into Arkham Asylum as I am like Arkham City. I wish I could get that game to stream. I tried streaming it months ago, and I just couldn't get it to stream properly. Maybe I'll try it again someday after, since it looks like you guys want me to continue doing Arkham Asylum. I'll play Arkham Asylum through to the end, and then we'll pick right up with Arkham City. So until next time, which is most likely going to be August 4th, I'm Mediocrity4. Thanks for watching.